Welcome to a special episode of the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum (TEIF) and our tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Today's series is the emerging startup, and theme is the startup guide to growth with artificial intelligence (AI). So, friends, we are at WeWork, and we have with us our guest speaker, Tejas Jhaveri. He's the founder behind Flintstop.com, Mintmore, and the revolutionary Blipper AI. With a track record of transforming startups into successful ventures and a passion for harnessing the power of AI and SaaS, Tejas embodies the spirit of innovation and resilience in the ever evolving world of e commerce. So, friends, let's welcome Tejas to this special episode of Coffee Conversation. We are at WeWork, and let's dive into with coffee. So, welcome, Tejas.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Tejas, just wanted to explain the format. Uh, we have three rounds. First is the professional, second is personal, and third is the rapid fire,
All right,
witty fun round.
exciting.
Yes. So if you answer properly, wittily, and funnily, and quickly, so you will get this ebook.
Okay.
So let's begin. So my first question: reflecting on your startup journey, Tejas, uh, how has it been from the first day till today?
Okay. So I started entrepreneurship when I was in school. I think I was in the seventh, eighth grade.
Okay.
I used to help people with softwares and games and anything they want, from collection of movies and music, more back in school. When I was in college, I started my first startup. It was called Flintstop. Back then, I knew nothing about e-commerce. I knew nothing about business. I was a 20-year-old kid. उसको धंधा करना नहीं आता था. कहाँ से लूँ, कैसे negotiate करूँ, किसको बेचूँ, कहाँ पे बेचना है, no idea. I think failing fast was ideal for me. I kept failing fast, understood what to not do, and back then I used to be a micromanager. I was my only team member. I used to hire really junior resources, interns, जुगाड़ करके सब करना था. But after 10 years, I realized that that's not the way one can grow. I think macro management is key, effective delegation is key. So yeah, I think creating systems, processes, and delegating everything you do to people is what's changed in me right now. So
That's
I think
very
that's what's
good.
different from then to now.
So, Tejas, your three startups. So let's start. What is Flintstop? Then we'll come to Mintmo, and then
Sure.
Blipper.ai, one by one.
Perfect. So at Flintstop, we were a company which was inventing products. So what we essentially do is we used to invent products like a alarm clock which slaps you on your face to wake you up in the morning, so you wake up guaranteed, or like a backpack which inflates into a tent with a power bank and an AC, or a coaster which ensures your coffee never turns cold, but coffee हमेशा गर्म रखेगा. So we used to invent these different products. We used to sell it online, offline, and to corporates. Online, we were on our own website, D2C, plus we were selling on marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. We were doing a lot of B2B gifting, where we used to tie up with corporates, understand their marketing goals, invent products which align with their marketing goals. That's all about Flintstop. We could scale the business pretty well. We were doing around 8,000 orders every single day on our website. 2020 में COVID आ गया. Business grew even more because a lot more people are shopping online.
Yes.
Due to that, our valuation went up 3x. People understood कि boss COVID के time में the only way to survive is to be online.
Yes.
अगर आप online नहीं हो तो आप survive नहीं कर पाओगे. तो 2020 October में Flintstop got acquired. I sold that business off. Now I run Mintmore and Blipper. So at Mintmore we have an academy and an agency. At the academy we build courses for tech platforms. We build courses around e-commerce, around Shopify, around Amazon, around growth marketing, around SEO. I also teach at colleges like IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, and ISB. Again, I'm a guest lecturer there. I teach growth marketing and e-commerce. We do corporate training at Mintmore, where we train marketing teams of corporates on how to not get cheated by an agency as a corporate training topic. And on the other end, at Mintmore, we have an agency where we do everything growth for our customers. आपको वेबसाइट बनानी है, ऐप बनाना है, CRO करना है, you want to do SEO, performance marketing, funnel building, customer journey mapping. We do marketing automation. We implement AI tools for companies. So that's what we do. Growth marketing at Mintmore. We're a team of 43 of us. Uh, and yeah, the team is growing. We're able to show good results to our clients. So we're pretty excited about what's in the future of Mintmore. I've hired a CEO to run Mintmore so I can move on to building something in the AI space, which is Blipper. So at Blipper, we are on a mission of saving lives through AI. What we do is, right now, in any contact center, 1% of calls are manually audited by human being. हमारा AI क्या करता है? Listens to 100% of the calls automatically and lets you know, okay, you have 2,000 agents, 30 agents lack empathy, 50 agents were aggressive, 40 agents did not introduce themselves properly. So we audit 100% of the calls automatically and we have a AI trainer. AI trainer क्या करता है कि वो simulate करता है conversations और train करता है agent को to perform better. So our goal is to ensure we work in the emergency services as a use case, police, fire department, ambulances, suicide prevention helplines, mental health helplines, and we kind of audit those calls and ensure agents perform better. I do that, and apart from all this, I also do angel investment in very early stage e-commerce, AI, or SaaS companies because that's what I understand. So that's a quick brief about my journey and what I do in a nutshell.
That's interesting journey. We like to see this Blipper thing in action because AI plays a role of what do you say, understanding humans so better, which we have come up. I'm very curious. So next time,
Yeah, we'll have a working demo next time.
yes,
Yeah.
it was very interesting. How machine is taking more roles. This movie also, Shahid Kapoor ka, Dimple Kapadia ने उसको एक level का बना के understanding emotions used to play.
Yeah.
It's do many emotions करके and how Shahid falls in love with an AI robot.
Right, absolutely.
So yeah, so yes, AI is taking up role of what do you say, many roles. So continuing conversation, you have an experience of running 3 startups. So what are the key factors one should focus on building a startup, which we like to know about? You started from scratch, you sold your startup Flintstop, and you have come up with this AI startup. So what are the key factors one should focus on where he achieves success and builds up, retains it, and takes it to an international level?
Sure. So I think one is mindset of a champion, determination. Failures are going to come, obstacles are going to come, inevitable है. और आपको माइंड में रखना है कि मेरे को कैसे भी चैंपियन बनना है, हुक और क्रुक, स्मॉल फेलियर्स रह के चलेगा. आई थिंक फेलिंग फास्ट एंड पिवटिंग हैज ऑलवेज बिन माय की मंत्रा. लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट टाइम फेलिंग. लेट्स फेल, बट लेट्स फेल क्विकली. Fail quickly, iterate, hit sweet spot, and scale up. And I think surrounding yourself with people smarter than you has really helped me out. Earlier, I used to be the smartest person in the room. When my early days, जब भी मैं just start किया था Flintstop, and I had only interns and junior resources. But much later, I realized that I should not be the smartest person in the room, and my team should be smarter than me. Only that way am I going to grow. And I think mentors have kind of changed my life. I have, I think, mentors across different fields, and I reach out to them once a month with my problems and the perspective they give me. It's kind of an eye-opening motivation as well, and that just keeps me going all the time. And yeah, I would say those are the top 2 things.
That's very interesting. How does the idea of Blipper come to you of using AI with analytics and taking human, what do you say, minds to a greater level?
Yeah, sure. So how the idea of Blipper came in was, I wanted to do something in the tech space. I had lots of ideas. We have an Excel sheet with 76 tech ideas through AI which one can build. Some were viable, some were not viable, some had competition, some did not have competition, some were proprietary, some were not proprietary. After shortlisting all ideas, we realized voice conversations is the future to tap into. So how can we do this is what we kind of went back to. In my school, there was one of my school friend who committed suicide back in school due to lots of pressure. He was very close to all of us. So that left a deep impact in our lives. And I was like, whatever we can do to save lives through technology, let's do something in that field. And that's how Blipper came in. And yeah, that's the story of how Blipper began.
That's very interesting. My next question, Tejas, will be: how has AI gotten changes to professional and personal life? Share some insights. Like you must have done your research work, so we'd like to hear it from you.
Absolutely. So I think yeah, we are using AI for everything. At the agency, we're an AI first agency. We tell our clients that we are going to use AI and give you services using AI. We want to ensure manual intervention nahi hai, human dependency nahi hai. Of course, AI is not here to replace human beings' jobs, but is here to empower a human being to do more meaningful things than manually take notes in a meeting. Let the AI do that for you. Zoom call कर रहा हो, let the AI take notes for you. मैंने Instagram पे वीडियो डाला, मेरे को कैप्शन चाहिए, अपने आप AI के टूल में डाल दो, AI will give you the right captions with the right animation. I want to, जैसे this YouTube podcast, you want to repurpose into smaller Instagram clips as an AI tool. You upload a whole video, it'll create key highlight items, and it'll make multiple small Instagram reels for you automatically. For example, we also use AI in productivity in terms of we have a team of 43 as I mentioned. So everyone has their daily task. 8 घंटा काम करना है, 8 घंटा में क्या क्या काम करना है. So we use the AI tool also to kind of identify what are the key roles one is doing, what are the bigger goals that one has to achieve with these smaller roles, and time effort reward ratio the AI tool kind of helps us with in macro goals. And ChatGPT is amazing. ChatGPT 4 is beautiful. We send it PDFs, we send it Excel sheets, analyze, make graphs, वो सब करके देता है. It's amazing. GPT 4 got announced recently. It's game changing. The way they are able to emote through voice conversations, it's just like a whole new world is unlocked. So I think one shouldn't get scared of AI tools in terms of they're not here to replace our jobs. They're here to empower us.
Yes, very true. Very true.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Sunday I was at a training session unlocking the power of AI, where so I'm part of a NGO institution, can develop network, and there is this community is there, Smiley Professional Network. So the chairman of India had come down and shown about AI humans can't be replaced. You have to know how to use AI.
Absolutely.
Nothing will go away. So like I shared one story when computers were introduced long time back. So banking people those who couldn't adapt to new technology, bank had to release them through VRS.
Yeah.
Those who stayed back have risen in their ranks. So this way, same thing.
Absolutely.
How you use AI in your personal professional life, how you learn different courses of AI, and how you use it effectively.
Yeah. So in fact, I do AI workshops, and surprisingly, there was one gentleman, Shrideep Shankaran Nair was the name of the gentleman who registered. So we workshop chalu is a virtual workshop, okay? And I met this gentleman, and he was an 88-year-old person. So inspiring. At the age of 88, he wants to learn something new in AI. And we're all so young. So, I mean, it's never too late to learn, is what I think. As you rightly said, upskilling yourself and using latest technology is a must.
Yes, we have to adapt.
So, inspiring, right? 88-year-old person also wants to learn something.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's very inspiring. So now, my question will be now related to teaching. So, what inspired you to go into teaching and empowering everyone over there? And what type of topics do you select?
Sure. So I started teaching after 6 years of running Flintstop. The first 3-4 years were a struggle. Orders इतने नहीं आ रहे थे, जुगाड़ कर रहे थे, junior resources थे. Year 4, year 5 onwards, we cracked it. Scale कैसे करना है? Now, my college teacher was also my mentor, one of my college teachers. And she like, why don't you share your experiences in college one day as a guest lecturer? So I went college पे, and I gave a lecture on the failures I made, not about my successes, where all I failed and why I failed. I just spoke about that. And I think that feeling of teaching is quite empowering, where you teach younger people. I wish there was someone in my life who came and gave me shortcuts before I started my first business. So that's what I try and do. Around e-commerce, growth marketing, and AI is what I teach mainly. And I think teaching also ensures that I'm updated all the time myself, because I'm teaching at IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Bangalore. So I have to ensure that I'm updated. Every question needs to be answered. I shouldn't have a blank answer when those smart kids ask me a question. So that keeps me up to date all the time. Also helps me be a better orator, better public speaking skills. So absolutely, that's why I think I got into teaching. And now I do it, I would say, not very often. Once I do around 12 hours a quarter.
Interesting. So now, from teaching to being a TEDx speaker, how was the experience of being a TEDx speaker, and what was the topic you took at the TEDx session?
Sure. Uh, so I think teaching got me confident enough to be a good public speaker, right? I applied to TEDx. It's a very rigorous process of interviews which you go through, and I think post that they let you, do your TED talk. So it was very, I had to brainstorm a lot. कि क्या बोलना है TED talk में, क्या बोलना है? It should be impactful. It should be something which everyone resonates to.
Yes,
After a lot of ideation with my team, we decided that I'm going to talk about how to market your business with no funds. Without money, how to do marketing. जुगाड़, पहले 4 साल जुगाड़ ही किया था मैंने, तो वो जुगाड़ के मैंने टैक्टिक्स मैंने टेड टॉक पे दिए basically.
Wow, that's very interesting. So your team is helping you to topic selection so much. So great bond you have with your team. So now my question will be related of building a team. Some tips share with
Yeah.
for startups to follow. Because team is critical for success.
Absolutely. Team is everything, I think, in most businesses, all of them, I would say. As I mentioned earlier, the mistake I made was not hiring smart people. सस्ते लोग को सबसे सबसे लीस्ट प्राइस में कौन से आदमी को हायर करके काम करवा सकता हो, पहले माइंडसेट था, गलत माइंडसेट था. I think hiring people smarter than you should be a goal in hiring. Creating hierarchy in things, and having veto powers in departments is very important to have. Not having a flat structure, no matter how small your team is, I'm sure hierarchy can be created. A flat structure, you as the CEO, founder, you're going to be always overworked if you do that. So I would highly recommend having hierarchy, hiring people smarter than you, and always upskilling for you and your team.
Very good. So my next question will be related to your e-commerce venture. So what are the key elements for a successful e-commerce venture?
Sure. So I think we start with the product. What problem is your product solving is very important to kind of identify.
Yep.
Does life become better after using the product? Is the second answer to answer. E-commerce, I think there are 5 or 6 elements. One is your product, of course. Second is pricing, because India is a highly price sensitive market. Lowest price with highest reviews is going to win. So product, pricing. What I would then pay a lot of importance on is your landing page. तो बंदे को आप D2C website पे भेज रहे हो, वो landing page पे. How good is that landing page? Is there enough trust created on the landing page or not? How good is your ad which you're running? Now you run ads to people who don't know of you.
Yes.
Right, on Facebook and Instagram. So these people who don't know of you, you need to ensure you're portraying the right elements in that video ad. I think video ads do better than static product ads. Video ad is cheaper to advertise. You can portray your product a lot more. In that video ad, you need to show some FOMO, fear of missing out. You need to show how life becomes better after using a product or service. And lastly, as I mentioned, landing page, and post the landing pages, what is the communication the brand is doing with that customer, whether through email or through WhatsApp. Is the brand keeping the customer on the top of their mind at all times or not? So I think those are the 5 to 6 key elements for a successful e-commerce business.
Beautifully. Now, coming to my next question will be about fostering a culture of innovation and creativity with your teams. How do you go about?
Okay. So I'll tell you, Flintstop days, what we used to do is Saturdays, we used to have only brainstorming sessions, full day brainstorm, and night we used to all party together. So that bond is created. So क्या goal था? Every person, from the accountant to the office boy to the delivery boy to the packing person to marketing teams to everybody, has to fill up an Excel sheet with all problems they face in their day-to-day life. Can be small problem like I have a dog, my dog can't jump on my bed. उसको हर बार उठाना पड़ता है. Problem हो गया. तो RAM create करो.
Yes.
Similarly, like let's say we are talking right now, I wish there was a screen जहाँ पे सब subtitling अपने आप आ रहा था. For example, or let's say a holographic projector, or random things which are out of innovative, very weird, but again they're problems. So we will make a list of all our problems. We'll then figure out what is the product which can solve these problems. Does this product exist or not? If it doesn't exist, let's invent it. And that's how we used to kind of do a product selection and product curation. Right now, the same thing we do for our clients. We have brainstorming sessions. If we play the game, if you were my CEO, if you were my CEO and if I were your CEO, how would you run my business and how would I run your business? That way, we get a lot of different perspectives from all our team members. कि अगर सर मैं आपके जगह पे रहता तो मैं ऐसे ऐसे करता, आप जो कर रहे हो maybe is not the right approach. So that way it gives a lot of unlocks in perspective, because I think a lot of founders are a lot in love with what they do. They fall in love with the product or service. Even if it's a bad product, bad service, they can't see it. Somebody else has to tell them. So I think that kind of unlocks a lot of creativity and bond and transparency across the team.
That's very interesting. My next question will be about the Startup India scheme of Government of India. How has it helped the startup community?
Yeah, so I think one is in terms of resources. They have templates for everything, whether they want to draft a contract, employment contract, whether you're hiring a vendor, you're having a new client. They have all the contracts in place. They're ready templates, direct Word file, you download, you edit, and you kind of deliver. Apart from that, I think Startup India has a lot of other initiatives for startups. We got into an accelerator by Startup India called STPI, which is Startup Technology Parks of India.
Yes.
And so Blipper got in. They're giving us seed capital. They're giving us office space. They're giving us mentors. They're opening doors with clients. They're giving us over 1.5 crore rupees in credits for Amazon, Azure, etc. So I would say they're doing a lot for startups, and I think one should make the most of it.
Wow. And how is the role of incubation center helping the startup community?
Yeah, I think these accelerators and incubation centers are really like creating structure for startups. Okay, from day zero to going IPO, what are your steps of what are your milestones? For each milestone, how do you achieve them? They're also connecting you with industry folks who are super veterans and champions in what they do. They're also giving you access to a lot of other resources, learning material. They help you with fundraising as well. They get you fundraise ready. They help you come up with the right pitch to investors. So I think it's invaluable the impact these accelerators are making to startups.
Wow, interesting. So now coming to your new role of angel investor. So what are the criteria you look for when deciding to invest in an upcoming startup?
Sure. I think first criteria is I have knowledge in it. That's the first bit. Only if I have knowledge in something will I invest in it. Either I have knowledge or I have passion. One of these two. I might be passionate but not have enough knowledge about something, then I would still invest. B is I look at the total addressable market, how big is it? What is the scale? What are the future plans? And most importantly, the team. What is the pedigree of the team, of the founders mainly? Do they have that fire in them to succeed no matter how many of failures come? Because failures, as I mentioned, are inevitable. So I think those are the top few things I see. I see scale as well. A lot of businesses are non-scalable. If you look at tech business, SaaS business, highly scalable, build a software once, sell it to the world, become a billion-dollar company that's scalable. Product businesses, I'm not too pro on. A lot of issues, and I run a product business myself, so I'm aware of the issues which can come in place in terms of inventory planning, logistics, operations. It's a bit chaotic and not as scalable as what tech or SaaS businesses could be.
Good. So, what trends do you see 5 years down the line for AI?
Yeah, so I think AI companions is going to be a thing. You're going to have an AI companion, a small device. You tell it anything, it's integrated with your laptop, with your mobile, with all the softwares you use. You tell your AI companion to, let's say, book a new invoice for a customer, or setting up meetings and all the Siri abhi kar raha hai. I think that's going to be a lot more advanced, with uh, artificial general intelligence, AGI, which is what a lot of people are working on. What AGI does is it gives a brain to that AI. Okay, boss, you can take your independent decisions without my dependency. So it's kind of having your own shadow. I wish there were multiple Tejases I could hire. So yeah,
Yes, very true, very true. AGI is the new thing.
yeah.
So my last question for this professional journey round will be: what advice would you give to aspiring startup entrepreneur? What should he focus on?
So I think baby steps is important to have. Do your MVP, do your pilots, do a lot of user calls with your potential customers or clients, understand their pain points, keep fine tuning your product all the time to adhere to the user calls. Don't hesitate to reach out to people for advice, because people are really helpful, especially in the startup community. There are so many different forums, different places where you can just post a problem. There are tons of people who will help you out, because people also want to give back. People have gone through the struggle, they empathize. Boss, I've gone through the struggle, let me help this guy out in a faster way. So you have a shortcut to success by reaching out to as many mentors as possible. Customer is your king in some forms. So to ensure your product is extremely customer friendly, you have amazing UI UX. I think there are four main levers, right? There's acquisition, there is engagement, there is onboarding, there's monetization.
Very true.
These four levers need to be given good priority for you to have a good enough product for you to succeed.
Wow. So, aspiring startup entrepreneurs, uh, watch this episode with Tejas at the Coffee Conversation Show. You'll get the tips, the minimum insights he has shared during uh, startup success kaisa karna hai. Now, continue our conversation. Let's see how Tejas the person is. So, Tejas, my first question will be: tell us something about your family and your formative years.
Okay. So my family comprises of me, my father, my mother, my younger sister, and my fiance. I got engaged very recently.
So, congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, that's the five of us in my family. We're super close. My parents are like my best friends. Uh, and yeah, we share a very good bond.
That's good. That's good. So now let's go to your college life.
Hmm.
Well, what activities did you participate in? How did it contribute to your, as you said, you started your first startup at college.
Yeah,
So you went to which college and how did
sure,
it help you
sure. So I
to
think I'll
start your startup journey? The
absolutely.
seeds.
So I think I'll start with school. I
Ooh.
was in Bombay Scottish school,
Ooh.
and my parents always pushed me to do uncomfortable things for me, things I was not comfortable doing. Like, let's say they put me into dramatics, they put me into elocution, they put me into a lot of different competitions like this. I love sports. I think playing sports taught me teamwork. It taught me never giving up, no matter how tough the battle is. I'm a diehard fan of basketball, of pool, billiards pool, snooker. I play a lot of badminton. I play a lot of table tennis, video games. I'm a hardcore gamer. I do all this like therapy to me. And doing dramatics, elocution, etc. in school and college helped me become a better speaker, helped me put down my point, helped me articulate my thoughts in a certain manner, and have authority in that conversation, which also has helped me in sales or hiring or investor meetings or. But I think most of the time, all of us are always selling ourselves, right? अगर आप job interview के जा रहे हो, नया client चाहिए, नया employee को onboard करना है, you're selling yourself and your company all the time to everyone.
Yep. Yep.
So being a good salesman just solves all problems, and I think that's what my school and college life has also taught me. College also a lot of जुगाड़, HR college में था. So HR में था, फिर मैं लालाज में था, BMS कर रहा था, and then
Okay.
you learn a lot of street skills back in college.
Yes.
Whether it's negotiation,
Yeah.
hustling around, never giving up. So yeah, those are some invaluable things I've learned till date, and I think all can be applied to a job or to a business.
So were you part of any college events team?
I was. We had a college festival called Tsunami, so I was a part out there. It was a lot of fun. In a festival, it's like running a business. A festival, you got to raise funds through sponsorship.
Yes.
You got to ensure that all the events are set up. All the other colleges are taking part in those events. They are all there together, coordinating everyone's chief guests and VIPs on local stay, travel, hospitality, communication, PR, and ensuring the event is a successful event with a lot of fun and energy. So yes, college fests are fun, although it's a lot of work. So
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. Uh, so from uh, how do you keep abreast of the changes happening technology wise, your work wise? Uh, so many things. You said about team management, leadership, so many things. How do you keep abreast of those so you can put it down line and being uh, a and which publications or resources podcast you follow?
absolutely. So I think for the startup world, I think there are tons. There's Y Combinator. Y
Oh.
Combinator has amazing resources in terms of video podcasts, which me and all my team members kind of go through. We have a goal every Saturday. We have to finish 3 videos of the week,
Mhm.
create notes. What are the actionable items we need to do, basis those videos, and then kind of action on them. Uh, there are a lot of other startup channels which we follow. A lot of books which are really inspired me, like that Zero to One by Peter Thiel,
Hmm.
or Leapfrog, or
Mhm.
all these books are really inspiring. And every time I read a book, I write another notebook with my book of tasks which I need to do after reading that book. I
Hmm.
mainly read productivity and entrepreneurship as topics, and self-help. And around that, I think most of these books have a lot of actionable items for you to kind of reflect on. Oh wow, ऐसे होता है तो ये करना चाहिए हमें. And that
Mhm.
list kind of is keeps getting updated all the time. And I think I also take part in a lot of networking events of
Hmm.
things I'm passionate about. Like, let's say next week there's something happening AI. There's an AI meetup happening
Mhm.
at the Taj Santa Cruz. I'm going to be going there, meeting other folks in AI,
Yep.
and having conversations with them. It kind of gives you a spark many a
Yeah.
time that motivates you as well,
Mhm.
and you're also updated with new trends and events. So I think those are my top few resources.
That's very interesting. And whom do you who's besides your parents who has influenced you majorly?
Besides my parents, I say my grandfather. He passed away last year.
I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, that's okay. It's time to celebrate his life. He lived 97 years of his life,
Ah,
and
wow.
so very inspiring guy. Uh, we are in our family business is jewelry,
Mhm.
so I've learned so much from him in terms of ethics, the way
Mhm.
one has to talk, the way
Mhm.
one should be curious. He always encouraged questions.
Hmm.
He said, "No question is a stupid question. If you don't ask, you don't know. जितना भी stupid question है पूछ लो आपका आंसर तो लाना ही है कैसे भी. It doesn't matter what people think about a stupid question."
Hmm.
I think that curiosity has led me to ask why in every situation. Why? And
Mhm.
once I ask the whys, I have so much more clarity on what I want to do and why I want to do it.
Wow. Good thing. So that was about your grandfather. What about from the startup industry?
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough in my early days when I was starting Flintstop. I had two, three other friends who had also started up different ventures. So all of us were on a similar boat, struggling, trying to kind of navigate the startup world. So we were kind of there for each other. मेरे को ये problem आ रहा है. How
Hmm.
do I solve it? He'll give us his perspective. Other guy will give his perspective. Their problems, I give my perspective. So that peer-to-peer learning has really helped in the early days and helped us be motivated all the time. I think that's very important. The minute the founder loses motivation, it's
Hmm.
downfall of the company. So that point should never come. And it's very lonely entrepreneurship, right? Because at the top of the pyramid,
Hmm.
uh, it gets very lonely. Who do you talk to about issues? Who do you talk to about problems? You need other founders to kind of share these problems with and gain their perspective from it. And that kind of motivates and
Mhm.
keeps the ball rolling.
Very true. Very true. So, which are the what do you say forums or startup organizations which you continuously visit and have gained much from them?
Sure. So I'm a part of Ascent.
Mhm.
Harsh Mariwala, the chairman of
Hmm.
Marico, has
Huh.
started Ascent, which
Yeah,
fosters entrepreneurship.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm a part of Ascent. It's quite good. It's like having a sounding board to your company, but they're not a part of your company. So they give you external advice. They don't give advice, they more or less share experiences which you can get into actionable items. I'm a part of TIE, the Indian
Yeah.
Entrepreneurs. I do a lot of talks there around entrepreneurship and e-commerce and growth hacking. I used to be a part of BNI. Apart from that, the Startup Seed Foundation, I'm a part of that.
Okay.
And I think I'm a part of GrowthX, which is another kind of program for growth. So there's some of the startup communities I'm a part of, and where I contribute and also get learnings from others.
That's very interesting. Okay. Coming to my next question, from your bucket list which, for 2024, what like to do in this year? Besides
Personal or
getting married,
professional?
Besides getting married.
Sure. Personal or professional?
Both.
Both, okay.
I know you prepared 2 bucket list.
Yeah.
Conversation wise, I'm able to pick up.
Sure. So I would say a couple of things on my bucket list. One is I want to go to Burning Man. It's a music festival in America. The whole festival works around barter as a system. Money is not allowed. You have to contribute to get things. One guy gets food, one guy gets water, one guy will build the stage, one guy will do the electrical stuff. And there are 3 lakh people in a deserted island in Nevada. So that's something on my bucket list. I want to do. I want to get my scuba diving certification. So I love adrenaline. I've done skydiving, I've done bungee, I've done scuba, but I haven't done scuba certifications. I want to get that certification. I would love to get a dog. I'm on a constant kind of thing at home. I live with my family. So my mom was like, either you or the dog, you choose. I'm like, Mom, please, both of us. So that's something on my goals.
Will she allow?
I'll be persuasive. I try every 2-3 days. I bring up the topic. One fine day, the dog will just come home, and my mom is the one who loves the dog the most.
Yes, it will happen. Yeah,
because she'll be the one spending most time with the dog at home. So that's something on my list. I am getting married, as you rightly mentioned, next year. That's on the bucket list. Except for that, I want to learn a lot. I've signed up for a lot of courses. I'm doing the Stanford Seed program. That's very exciting. Otherwise, professionally, my co-founder is based out of Hyderabad. We got into an accelerator, so it's pretty exciting. As I mentioned, STPI, a lot of new things happening there. We're quite thrilled to kind of open new doors for us in terms of clientele, in terms of mentors, in terms of fundraising. So all exciting days out there. Otherwise, personally, I also DJ. I'm a DJ on the weekends. I create electronic music.
Okay.
And I DJ at some places.
Like which ones?
I have DJed at in Bombay there is Antisocial, there is Bonobo, there is Rasta.
And which place?
Todi Mills.
Todi Mills.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I've DJed there. I want to spend and allocate more time towards doing more gigs and spreading the love of music to people. I love music. I love singing. I recently picked up the guitar.
Wow.
So I'm learning that. So yeah, lots of things. I have a detailed, very long to-do/wish list of things I want to do.
That's interesting. So my last question for you: describe Tejas in one line.
In one
line?
In one line. Okay. How short? Okay, short line. I'll have to think of it for a minute. I'll put in keywords and I'll try to make it into a sentence.
Okay. Use AI.
I wish I could open Chat GPT and put in all my traits and tell you, एक line में Tejas ये है.
Yeah, we'll do that when we meet next for that
100%.
Demo.
So I think Tejas is a super optimistic person who never gives up, who's always highly motivated and is down to always hustle, give it the grind, and take what it takes to make it successful.
Wow, superb. So now, friends, we go to the fun round, the rapid fire. Summer or winter?
Winter.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram. Unfortunately, it's banned. TikTok.
इंडिया में तो बैन नहीं कर दिए. Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Okay. Sweet or spicy food?
Super spicy.
Super spicy. Wow. Okay, comedy or thriller movies?
Mix of both, but I would give a slighter benefit to comedy.
Okay, so which comedy movie?
Which comedy movie? Oh, let me think. I can't think of something on the top of my mind. But mostly I'm more into feel good movies. My favorite movie recently is Whiplash.
Mhm.
Have you seen it?
No, no.
You must watch it. It's amazing. It's
Okay,
about this drummer and a mentor who pushes that guy to become the best drummer in the world of excellence. The whole movie is about that mentor and how he pushes that guy to achieve excellence, which is amazing.
okay, I'll watch it. Fiction or non-fiction book?
Or non-fiction.
Okay, which is your favorite?
0 to 1, I keep going
Mm,
back to it. I like
yes.
the Alchemist as well.
Mm-hmm.
Paulo Coelho. Leapfrog is something which has really inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
And Tools of the Titans by Peter Thiel.
Wow. Pizza or burger?
Pizza,
Yoga or gym workout?
Jim.
Okay. So Tejas, you get this book authored by me. Startup,
Awesome.
res- reset, revisit, relaunch.
Awesome. Excited to read it.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So friends, it was a lovely conversation which we had with Tejas Jhaveri at We Work Co-working Space. Do subscribe to the Coffee Conversation Show. Click the bell icon. You'll receive updates, new episodes which are being uploaded daily, and there are 100 plus episodes available on this 4 year journey, which we had with different guest speakers. So we have around 6 series: the emerging lawyer, emerging entrepreneur, emerging professional, emerging cybersec professional, Sri Shakti, the emerging startup, and there is also emerging student, which will be connecting with students and inviting them to share their goals and journeys, what they are planning to start with. So, friends, we sign up. I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation Show and a legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution. So, Tejas, it was a wonderful conversation, and we meet soon for that demo of Blipper AI.
100%. Yeah. Great. It was a great conversation. Thanks for today. A lot of fun. And yeah, thank you again.